I welcome you to the Limitless Life Podcast. This podcast is not created just for content. It is, in fact, a recalibration. It will shift you. It is designed to unlock infinite scaling of your company through powerful strategy, energetic leadership, and nervous system rewiring, so that you can create a limitless life, enjoy your freedom and your time with your family. Each episode will dive deep into how you can design a life and a business beyond any limit, beyond the ordinary. I want you to make it extraordinary. I want you to expect from this podcast unspoken conversations, clear takeaways, and things that will completely shift your mindset and your energy. In this podcast, we will normalize limitless success in your own nervous system. So get ready to redefine what will be possible for you after joining this podcast.
If we think that without having an online presence, without having a reputation, solid reputation, without being known by the right people, we can still make it. Good luck with that. Building a personal brand, it's said that it's like your safety net for life. And I truly believe this. The most unique element of a personal brand is your personality. You need to have much more personal branding in the online space as you grow. You cannot expect exceptional results with a mediocre mindset and mediocre behavior. Personal branding is strategic. It's not random. You need to understand what you sell. And you need to understand who you want to buy that product. So when we link all this, values, professional experience, hobbies, and motivation, nothing is too much. Nothing is random.
Welcome to this episode together. We will talk today about building a personal brand, but not any personal brand, but a scalable brand that commands attention. And of course, one that you don't lose yourself into it while building it. And I have today the opportunity to have with me a person that is very dear to me, but it's an amazing professional. Like, when you think who I go to, the one person, the one to go to for personal brand, that is Manuela Ciugudean. So Manuela, welcome today.
Thank
to this
you.
Episode. I can't wait to talk with you. She's a personal brand coach, and she's known all over Romania and not only in Romania for her support for different coaches, women who are building businesses because of her coaching.
Thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure.
For me also, and I cannot wait. I have so many things that I want to ask you today. And I'm sure that everyone who is watching us today will get such an insight and so many takeaways, like very tangible takeaways, because I know you. So they will know exactly how to move things the next period, hopefully.
Thank you.
So I will start with the first question, yeah?
Okay.
What is a personal brand? Is it something that we treat like an optional thing, an add-on, or is a lifetime asset that we build and we can use as an asset for our whole life?
So what a great question to start with. I appreciate it. First things first, is 2025 or 26 close?
Yeah.
If we think that to survive in today's very competitive environment where entrepreneurs are built every day, more and more people want to embrace this path of entrepreneurship. If we think just our work speaks for ourselves, like our parents thought, if we think that without having an online presence, without having a reputation, solid reputation, without being known by the right people, we can still make it. Good luck with that. This is a dream, it's a fantasy, it's not 1999 anymore. So, from my perspective, from what I study, from what I learn, from what I practice on me and on my clients, it's mandatory. And I mean it. I take full responsibility when I say it. It is mandatory. If we think it's optional, we'll talk for more in 5 years. That's one. Two, let's take off the pressure now. She came and she said immediately it's mandatory. So, we are not built with it. We are not born with it. We can do it. Nobody is born with a personal brand. So we all start from 0 grand. We start from scratch. people think that, oh, she's this way because she was born with it. Like maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Well, it's Maybelline. It's something you work on. So nobody is born with it. Everybody works on it. And to me, building a personal brand is like a muscle. Like you train it when you go to the gym. And this muscle is built both internally, very difficult job, and externally. Most people think that branding, because, we see brands external and logos everywhere, it's external. Well, third thing, it's very internal. It's an inside game. 50% is inside game, 50% is outside game. Those who do it right, they know who they stand for, and I'm here to, as you said, go pick your agenda and your pen. You build it. And the moment you understand how you build it, it becomes easy and not so impossible to do. And shall we talk about how you build it?
Yeah, we will talk about how you build it. But when I'm asking you if it's an asset, I want you, from your own experience with your clients and for yourself also, if you build this personal brand as an asset, does it come a time when this asset works for you?
I think...
Because, I am always thinking about freedom. For me, is my core value.
Okay.
So for me, in general, when everything I do, I pass through this filter. Will it bring me more freedom in time? So when I build personal brand as an asset, not in 1 month, in a lifetime, if I build it like an asset over the lifetime, will it bring me more than a person who doesn't have this asset? At some point, clients come to me because of this asset. Something happens because of this asset. I don't know. For example, I search you and I invite you to my podcast because of your asset.
So absolutely. Yeah. I would say it is the main asset that we can have as entrepreneurs in today's business environment, regardless of your business ideas. Everybody has business ideas, and most likely 100 other people in the country and 1,000 more in the world or 1 million more in the world have the idea. The service, the company, the logo, the colors, the mission, blah, blah, blah. What is unique is you. So building a personal brand, it's said that it's like your safety net for life. And I truly believe this. And let me tell you, let me share my story. So I've worked in the corporate area for 15 years, and I couldn't care less about building a personal brand. I really believed in the story many corporate people believe in, like, I am the company, we the company, I love my job. I'm going to get retired from this company. Till one day I got an email saying the company is leaving Romania, and that's what happened. And I had no plan B, but I said, no, I love corporations. I'm still going to work in the corporate area. But I had a very young son, a very small kid. I went to another corporation. I just realized this is not suitable for me. And then I went into entrepreneurship without a reputation, without a name, without connections, without the right people knowing me. So I really started from zero. It was the moment I realized, oh my God, I could have done so many things. First things first, use the power of the internet, use the power of the online space, which is totally free for us. And I didn't. Oh my God, I could have go to many associations, network, do more. I didn't do any of that because I sat in my cubicle. It was comfortable. It was, this is my dream job. The moment I started to build a personal brand, first things, I didn't know I was building a personal brand. That is how most of us start. You just wake up one day and it comes at different times for different people. If you're a mom, a new mom, a mother, it can come very easily. Like, I don't want to work anymore like this. I want to see my kid. I want to be free. I want to have independence. I want to have my liberty and the freedom of choice, because this is about it in the end. Other people are like, they start to build a great company, a great brand, and then they decide, I want to take me in front of people and build my brand. It's not one size fits all. There's no such thing. We all have our own process because it's internal based, like I said. So in my story, the moment I started it, I had no idea I was starting it. There is one pivoting point, let's look at the pivots. One of these moments is when your passion to share what you know, who you are, your philosophy, what you stand for is bigger than the fear people will judge you. Because people will judge us either way. Anyway, if we do it or we don't do it. When your passion to share, to teach, to whatever, to guide, whatever is bigger, you will know it.
And you go for it, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you talked about your beginning stage. And my next question is regarding more advanced stages. You know, because many women who are watching us are already maybe at 5K per month, 10K per month, and even more than that, much more than that. What is the difference when you work with your client? What is the main difference, what you can share with us today, of course, in personal brand, in a person who is a beginner, and then on more advanced stages?
The first thing I look for is the mindset. You have one mindset when you're doing 2K a month.
Yeah.
Then one other mindset when you reach 5K, and another mindset when you reach 10K. So mindset is important because it's the key between our two ears that tell us you can do it or you cannot do it. I look at the people, and it's not just look, it's pure science. The persons who know how to make 10K know by themselves how to reach 5K. They just push more. Those who know how to make 5K cannot go to 10K without the team. So what makes the big difference, even in my case? Hiring people. Which means letting go of control, the things you know so well because you work with this in your clients. So letting go of control, looking at yourself through your nervous system, calibrating and so on, detach from results, delegating. And then from 10K to 20K, be ready to face completely different challenges, completely different
Let's
problems.
talk about these challenges. Because these challenges usually, people go on this personal brand in fact, not for personal brand. They have to build a personal brand, but they go for their mission. I'm usually talking about those women who don't go just for money, you know?
Yes.
They have, as you said, a passion inside. I want to share about this. I want to move things. I want to do something. And they begin building. They build it. And they expect, okay, now I get more visible, I get more money, more clients. It will be better and better. No, more money are coming, more Stripe notifications, more money are coming, more clients,
like that,
better clients,
God.
Dream clients. And then you hit 10K and more, and challenges begin. What are the challenges and how you manage your personal brand while you face the challenges? Because the personal brand still has to go on, but you also face a lot of challenges.
Such a good question. So first thing, mindset, be careful about the mindset. You need to look at different problems. You need to look at different things. You cannot expect yourself to have the same thinking patterns when you reached 10K to when you reach 50K. Two, and this means letting go of control and all the things I said, delegation. So you need to hire people. You need to delegate. You need to have a team. And three, and it's my favorite, my personal favorite, is systems. We cannot scale. I know you love to talk about scaling, and I love to talk about scaling. And I remember exiting the corporation and hearing this, I was like, it's easy. Come on, it's easy peasy. And then you realize it's not that easy. So it's systems. It is, you will need to access platforms, softwares, applications. You cannot really scale. You cannot really, I'm talking on a very healthy basis. Month by month, because I know people who are like, this month they make 3K and the next 30K. I'm talking about a steady rhythm. Exactly.
Repeat,
So third thing, most important to me, is systems, understanding how you will sell, what is your business model. Because when you start to do things, you don't have a business model. Let's face it. You just have passion. You just want to prove you can make it. You want to leave home or whatever. You want to make some money. But mostly we want to prove it, especially as women, because of our hormones. Then when you reach about 10K, you are like, this is getting serious. I'm starting to like it. Because let's not forget, Adina, that our lifestyle is based on how much money we make. And we have. So maybe people who are listening, they haven't really thought about this. But once you reach 10K, you will have 10K issues. You will have a 10K lifestyle. And then to go to 20 a month and expect like no more problems to show up, you will have more problems. And the fourth thing I would say is something that, for example, in the US is done excellently, is the customer care. Imagine this. You can make 2K with 5 clients a month. But to make 50K, you need 100 clients a month. What I'm saying is expect your negative reviews to grow.
Exactly.
Expect the rate of discontent from your customers to grow. This is something even I, after 8 years, cannot get really used to it. This is something to sit with. Because we are perfectionists. I mean,
Exactly.
come on, a decade in corporation, they never told me, you cannot be anything but perfection. You have to make things perfect. So one more thing to look at is how much am I willing to understand that I am not perfect? I cannot control. When you have 4 clients, it's 4 clients. Most likely they're clapping, yay, things are great. When you have 400, you need to make a contract with yourself, I don't know, to negotiate, to make peace with yourself, like till what's the point? I'm going to say it's control, and then what is like people are going to be dissatisfied or whatever.
Yeah, and maybe they are used, maybe if they are your clients for a long time, they are used with one version of you.
Yes.
That was before 10K. And when you grow, you cannot do the same mothering, the same, let's talk on WhatsApp, let's make a WhatsApp group and talk like girlies on the WhatsApp. You don't have so much bandwidth for this. Right now, I remember when I started a group in like a mastermind 3 months ago, and a very old client of mine who I was working very close with for many years wrote me, but why we don't have WhatsApp group? And I please do a WhatsApp group. We have so nice energy in the group. You saw people want to ask things. Let's make a WhatsApp group. I said, no, we have a Telegram channel. We have a Facebook group where you go, and I can look there because we cannot have the same bandwidth exactly to take care of so many clients. And of course, there will be people who will not like this. I like the mother energy, and you have to move on. What you will do? You go back to the before 10K mindset and mother everyone and not do anything like in a different way, or just keep going, just keep going with the best service, but at another level.
You usually keep working because you keep growing. Nobody wants to downsize. I can understand the perspective, but usually, you need to hire people to do customer care properly.
And when you are over 10K, the personal brand, like the way you build it in online, does it change? Of course, you have different lifestyle and different things, but does it change or no? It's just the same game.
So what I'm going to say now is like mind-blowing. Nobody expects it.
Yeah.
But you need to have much more personal branding in the online space as you grow.
Much more.
Much more. Let's understand one thing. Personal branding is organic, and it's great. And we are so lucky that we live in these times when you can scale from 100 to 400 clients a month, organic 100%, due to your personal brand. When you go from, people think that, oh my God, I have to post every day and I have to show up and I have to do these reels to reach 2K. That's a different thing. It's like you have to be the chief marketer of your business in the first years, like every day you wake up and you are the CMO. Also the CFO and CTO, but you are the CMO. Then people think, well, when I reach 5K, I won't need to do this. My friends, you will need to do it twice. When you reach 10K, you need to bring in such a big number of customers. You need to amplify the brand. It's not only about posting and clients. It's also about what we're doing today, amplifying your reputation, going on stage.
So much more.
So much more.
You have to expand so much your capacity.
Yes. From this point of view, we have Alex Hormozi, who is a great content creator. And he says he and his team, although he's Hormozi, he's a millionaire.
Exactly.
So he and his team are producing 400 pieces of content each week. Should I say that again? So this idea, I'm going to reach 10K. And when I reach 10K a month, I'm going to
go on a beach and I only post once per week from a beautiful beach.
I have someone who does this for me. There's this idea.
Exactly. We come to that. That's
a dreamy.
If we have to delegate all our content to someone.
Yes, there's no such thing. But anyway, So the more you want to grow, the more dependent it is on you because you are the brand, you are the business, you are the product. Of course, Hormozi writes books. Those are byproducts of his brand. People want more and more of you. And I'm going to say it out loud once more. When you do a good personal brand, when you do it right, when you really do authentic personal branding, people will just want more and more of you. Not your products, not your method, not your whatever, portfolio, but you. And how can they get you? Through your portfolio, through your products, your masterminds, your retreats, and so on. So Because
so you are the one.
You are the one.
They buy you, in fact.
They buy you, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
And people think that, I need to have a perfect product. If it's not you who's showing up to explain why, how you came up with it, how long it took, what was the first phase, because mostly the first phase is like dead. Yeah. What were the tribes and tribulations, what you went through? If you think people are expecting perfection from the first minute, like I had a vision, I had a plan, I had the brand, there is no such thing. So a good personal brand to me is like, if I look in a mirror, like, hey, is it right? Yes. People just want more and more of you, including your personality, which we're going to talk about more, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know about this also. But what about singularity, Manuela? If you have a personal brand and you talk to a client, do you have to talk to a singular person, like the dream client? Or you make it like wishy-washy, like general, talk to everyone? Because I observe when I work with people, I had a person who was already very successful, and when I advised her that there are so many products in her office lounge, in her offer lounge, not office lounge, but offer lounge. But it was like
in her lounge. Okay.
In her lounge of offers. When I looked into it, I was like overwhelmed myself, So I advised her to narrow. Okay, we talk also about love, we talk also about business, we talk also about and she was already making money, like successful. And when I told her, let's narrow and keep the focus on something so that we can scale your business, she was like, no, I will lose. I have so many clients from this, I have so many clients from this. So how we do? We go for a dream client, we focus, we go singular in a singular way, or we are like talking to everyone?
So which hat should I put on now? I graduated in marketing. I worked in marketing for 15 years for corporations. And I know from the marketing space that specificity means branding. There is no discussion here. I mean, we can talk till tomorrow. I know that nowadays, when we go into the online space, you will see coaches, strategists, people who pretend or really know marketing, that they tell you, hey, you need to up level your niche. Don't go narrow, up. My advice, and I don't give advice easily, it's like it comes from my perspective, is if you really want to build something, narrow down.
Without fear. Because the fear comes in the nervous system.
Exactly.
I'm losing, I'm leaving people behind.
What is there behind? And there's the mindset, like I said, there's a key between our ears. Be careful there. Oh, I am losing. This is one thing, I'm losing money. People will think I'm stupid. People will think I'm weak. That's how we think.
I will lose likes.
Before
so many people were watching me. Now only a few.
But I noticed that those are the people who had very little contact with the marketing world. Marketing is strategy. It's strategic from 0 to 11. So it's pure strategy. Those who get it, and those who don't. So when you are full of passion and you are a woman and you want to help women and you like yoga and you also like, making cooking dinner and you also like, design and you are coaching people, but you also are a new mom. So you have a parenting side in you and so on. We think that the world will reward us for being all over the place. That is chaos. Do you know how to handle chaos? If you are good at it, go with it. So I only know, I think I can count them on one hand, 5 clients of mine who are managing right now to be on 2 different niches successfully at the same time, but they don't sleep. The cost of health, the cost of your free time. So it's a negotiable here. Are you willing to negotiate with yourself? Marketing means strategy and it means focus. Strategy is focus. So ask any big brand. Because we go to Starbucks, what do they sell? Do they sell shoes or do they sell bread? Or, but they sell, still water. Come on. Go to Ferrari, go to Rolex. To Tiffany, what do they sell? So when we look at the others, it's much easier. When we look at ourselves, there's the ego who says, oh my God, you're going to lose. The mindset that is our own critic speaking. You are so good. Why did you learn so much? You're no good if you give up. And then you don't have enough time in one day, imagine, to manage so many niches. I understand the perspective. I personally don't do that. I prefer to have 2-3 products that are standards in the market, because you cannot be a standard. You cannot become a standard that everybody talks about in the market when you do everything. So it's either stand out, which means focus one niche, one ideal customer client profile, work on it, like refine it every 6 months. And when I say refine it, it's not like, I would like to. No, do the research work. Take notes. Who am I working with now? How is it working with these people? Do I like it? Do I not like it? And so on. So that's one thing. Or be mediocre. It's fine. Go with the norm. Stay inside the troop. But you cannot expect exceptional results with a mediocre mindset and mediocre behavior. If you do what everybody else does, most likely you do not have a personal brand, because branding means differentiator. It means standing out.
Okay. So the next question that I wanted to ask is already answered now, because this is the way you stand out. In
Yes.
fact, differentiating yourself so that you don't have this. But I want to add here, because maybe, okay, you build your personal brand and you are, it's very clear who is your dream client. So you are using the differentiators. Yeah, it's very clear. Same time, so many, let's say you are a yoga teacher, yeah?
Yes.
Because this happens so much. So many people are like yoga teachers on the internet. And it can seem, but now the market is saturated. Like internet is full of yoga teachers.
Yes.
Do I have a chance? Can I stand out without shouting? Or what have I to do? Like taking my clothes off? What can I do so that I have so that I can stand out in this oversaturated market on one field? But it happens on every field today.
Yeah, yoga teachers think this about themselves. Coaches think this about themselves. Social media managers think this. So there is a secret sauce to every personal brand that God put in each and all of us, which is personality. I said we would talk about it. So the most unique element of a personal brand is your personality. I am different than you and you are different than me, and that's great. And there are not two yoga teachers with the same personality. Let's say, but they kind of look alike. Then you go into differentiators. Age, location, the method they do things. Because, you go through the same course, but when you put method over personality, the delivery of the yoga class, and I've had the pleasure and the blessing to be in one of your classes, it's very different thanks to your personality, to your inside aspects.
Correct. I totally agree. And same time, one thing comes for me now that I observe in many of my clients also is this fear between women, and maybe that's why also bad reviews can come up in time, because women are used to judge each other instead of be together and grow together. And there is this fear that if I come, for example, in a group and I am a yoga teacher and you have also another yoga teacher there, then we are competition. Like maybe she takes my ideas, maybe I take her ideas, and so on. So how you see this? For example, do you feel like you are competing with someone now?
With myself.
Only with yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Buddha, what did he say? The moment you are illuminated about who you are internally, the competition disappears.
So you don't fear, like you don't fear other women.
You don't fear. But I came to this philosophy, to this enlightenment after almost 10 years of hard work. So let's not take it for granted. You will know the moment. Like I said, the moment you know, hey, I know what I'm saying. That's why there are a few tricks that I always teach my clients. Always speak the truth. It's so important. So you only know how to do yoga for beginners. That's what you're going to do.
And you focus there.
And you focus on that. And because you bring a lot of passion and you train every day and you practice, you will get there in 3-5 years. You will get to the medium, let's say, level. What do people do because they don't trust themselves? They expect after 1 year, after finishing, I don't know which school, to act like their mentor or their teacher. That's not how the world goes around. We are basically violating many, many, many natural laws of this planet when we think that we can work like that. So that's one thing. Us women are built to not compete, to compare, unfortunately. And society really, really goes roots for this. We are structured through hormones to care a lot about what other people think about us. So I'm going to offer the hardest course I've ever done. Imagine, it's about imposter syndrome in personal branding. It's the hardest thing I have to teach, especially women. 75% of the worldwide female population is suffering from imposter syndrome. And it shows up worse, so in higher level, in the professional area. Out of all the networks, social networks, LinkedIn is the worst one.
Wow.
The one when maybe we don't realize it, subconsciously, we fear more. So we are our higher level of imposter there. Because we are structured hormonally to care a lot about what other people think, we are increasing our own imposter syndrome. And with it comes fear, of course, is generated by fear, shame, anxiety, and so on. So that's why when you have two women sitting together, first things first, this is what I'm teaching them, because, okay, you cannot really be fearless. Yeah, you can diminish it. But we are all fearless, and we all have one bite of an imposter. It's the thing that makes us keep going. But when people like, come on, give me something to diminish the imposter, to not fear that some other yoga teacher sits next to me, I go back to this. Branding. Branding means niching. Niche means ideal client profile. So I've never met two yoga teachers, randomly sitting in a conference, in a convention, who were supposed to work with the same ideal client profile on the same method, at the same time, through Zoom, from home.
Completely true. And then this fear is not based in
it's not
reality.
Real. Exactly. It's a story, and we are so good at telling ourselves stories.
And there are so many clients. Like there are clients that can go to me, that can go to you, that can go to someone else, and at the same time from one person to the other. There is not a lack, but usually we are trained to see the lack. Like there is not enough clients in general. From this comes. Now let's link what you said earlier. You said at some point that you cannot be all over the place. But let's say, for example, I am very focused on scaling the business, but I love to do yoga. Yeah. And I'm also I am a yoga teacher. I took certifications, so many certifications. So I could even choose to do this if I want, but I don't want, to promote this in my personal brand. How much can I put this in my personal brand, like in my, let's say, my weekly social media platform, so that I don't confuse my audience. Like they say, okay, so she likes this, which is good because I know this face of her, but it's not what she promotes. Then maybe this also gives the person a freedom, like once per week or something, I can just share about me.
Yeah, excellent question. So let's look at what makes a personal brand, because when you get it, it's very easy. First things, personal values. And you carry them, your personal values, in this room where you do a podcast, in the yoga mat, on the yoga mat, and in your coaching or your retreats or whatever. So personal values, there should be 5, not more than 5. People, especially women in general, are like, I have 100 values. You cannot. You don't have time to leave all those values. Now let's define what values are. There are the things that are very important to us. And honestly, we don't have time for everything. So it's mostly likely family, welfare. For me, it's gratitude, to do good, to teach, educate, and so on. So values are the first element of a personal brand, and everybody has them. Can we just stop with, I'm not suitable for a personal brand? You have values. Those who say, it's not for me, I'm not suited, they need to look, why am I saying this? What's behind this? How do I not believe that I have values? So we all have values. The second element, and values are important because they connect us with other people. Values are the thing that connect us with the ideal client profile. Should I say it out loud? Values are the thing that connects us heart to heart with the person we want to take the money and build a business. Second, the thing that sells itself is our experience, work experience. It's all your certifications, either as a coach, either as a yoga trainer, all the things that are really the answer to the question, am I qualified to sell this or not? People come to me like, Manu, tell me if I'm qualified. It's so simple to me. Are you or not? And we all know the answer here. If I still need to learn, I go and take another course. In general, people are very qualified. People who come to me are so qualified. Overqualified. So then this is the second element. And every brand should have it. And we all have it. And then there's your question, the answer to your question. The third element is hobbies. If you want to sell coaching, but you like yoga, yoga is like an added value to your coaching business. It's a hobby. You know about me that I love sports. We share this passion. I'm not into yoga, friends, but I wish. I love to run and to lift heavy. I like to read and I like to travel. And that's all you can read about me. I don't cook. I don't do any other stuff. I don't take photography. I cannot, swim or whatever. But these 3 hobbies, I bring them into my work every day. And you may ask me, so how does this make you a better coach? I have energy. I have the philosophy of a performer. The fact that I like to travel, I bring it into the coaching, including in personal branding. I speak about different cultures. So nothing is nothing.
So you can use everything?
You can absolutely use everything. And the fourth element, and I'll come back to it, and the most important one is your motivation. Why do you do this? There's Simon Sinek, I bet a lot of people know about him. Start with the Why is his famous book. And he says, especially today when our customers are becoming Gen Z, they are coming from behind the younger, It's millennials and Gen Z now sharing the market as customers. Gen Z want to know why we do what we do. Not what we do in the first place, but why we do it. So when you put these things together, your values are directly related to your motivation. The thing is, you need to look. Why are they related? How are they related? Because I don't know about you, but my mama and dada never asked me, what is your motivation, my dear daughter? Or, mommy, what values do you have? We don't have these conversations. This is marketing. This is new business. So most people go through life without realizing I have some values and they are the thing that keeps me. They're like, how should I call it? The escape to have this motivation. The thing that makes me want to leave corporation and live differently. And our values are very linked to our professional experience. People say, I am random. Nobody is random. This is the biggest and most toxic mistake and lie we can tell to ourselves. Nobody is random. It's like, so I graduated from, accountability, and I did a yoga training, and now I am into tango dancing, and I want to have a business in 10 years. I see myself in Bali doing a business coaching. Everything is connected. And most likely, when you try to, it's called the red wire in branding. When we look for the red wire, most of the times is this one, helping others. I want to help others teaching them tango. I want to help others teaching them yoga. So it's so interesting. Then the hobbies that you have. Yoga is not random in Adina's life. Look at your values. Look at your professional experience. And also we have the School of Life, which is our biggest teacher. How did the School of Life, what did it teach me? It's not all about certifications and diplomas and accreditations. It's also about the School of Life. When we look at all these things, the motivation, the why I wake up every day and do it, even if I don't reach 2K a month, even if my worst days, if we link it with our hobbies, the hobbies are the things that the personal brand does outside of work, how we fill our time. People say, I have no hobby. Trust me, you couldn't survive. You would be, in burnout. So when we link all this, values, professional experience, hobbies, and motivation, nothing is too much. Nothing is random. To answer your question, it should be 30% of your posts or your content should talk about your values, who you are at your core, what you believe. 30% each week should be sale. Here's the program. So from your professional experience, how I became this. Here's the diploma I got. Here's the mastermind I just finished. Here's what I'm doing next. Here's what I'm selling next. Here's my offer. And 30% should be hobbies plus motivation. If there's one thing I wanted people to take away, you can have a week without talking about without anything to sell. I don't have anything to sell. It's December, it's holiday season. I don't sell. It's fine. I don't have anything to post this week about my values. I don't feel like doing it. I'm on a holiday. Fine, don't do it. I haven't done anything for my hobbies. For example, I'm in such a busy period. Now I don't go to the gym as much as I would like. Oh, I don't have anything to post. Forget about it. It's fine. You will survive. There's one thing you should never give up each week after week. And look at Hormozi, motivation. Each Monday, it's Motivation Monday. There's a hashtag. It's like, I feel like saying it's been here forever. Each week, you should remind people why you do what you do. Why your perspective matters, why your work is different, why your method is the proven one that it works, why your product stands out, and so on. That moment, when you explain the why very well, you get the tribe, you get your fighters. And when you have an army of fighters behind you who fight your fight, who believe in your opinion and your philosophy, they share your philosophy, you have more than a brand.
Oh, great. Now we come to something that I didn't even know if we have time to go on this area, but I love it too much, so I have to ask you, Manuela, how we can build not only a personal brand, but go from personal brand to a movement and culture.
I just said it.
Yeah.
Explain your why, and you have to decline your why. And unfortunately, women who are listening or watching us now, they're like, my movement is too small. My why is so small. I have to have huge. I have to be the Elon Musk or the Kardashians of... That is a lie, another lie we tell ourselves, because something is happening inside. The thermostat, is not really high. My dream is so small. I never thought I would reach this stage where I am right now. I never thought you would invite me to a podcast. I never imagined this. I was, as I said, dismissed, trying to find a way to make money, feeling very bad about myself, like, I don't provide, I have a small kid, there's a lot of money needed. Who am I? What are people going to say? And so on. So I understand all the feelings. That's why I think in coaching, it's so great to go through all the situations and feelings of a human being, because then you can understand what your client is going through. So I had all the thoughts my clients had. I felt all the feelings. And I can say, it's not the end of the world, never. And you don't have to have a huge movement. You don't have to be Gandhi. Gandhi was just one. You don't have to be Nelson Mandela. Or, it's great if you can do this. What society nowadays teaches us is that you have these great platforms like Facebook and Instagram. And
like you have your own stage. Like
exactly.
You don't need someone to put you on a stage. You
exactly.
have it like you,
and you can help.
Open the phone and you have the
Absolutely.
stage.
And you can help one person every day.
Yeah.
Because we put a lot of pressure thinking, there's a big movement. I have to have heroes and brand ambassadors. Brand ambassadors are something that is built in years. Don't expect it to happen in the first year when you're just a researcher, telling people how it is for you to be a young or new yoga teacher.
Yeah.
We all want brand ambassadors. Or we all want these fighters to fight our fight. They come and fight our fight when we make our motivation very clear. Mm-hmm. What do women especially do? I am noticing this trend, which is great. I salute it. Like, get very well dressed. Show that you have it all. But the motivation, I don't see the motivation. So I know someone has a personal brand when after 5 posts each week, 7 posts, Monday to Monday, I can understand what fight they are fighting. So in branding, we operate with the villain. Mm-hmm. Who is the villain of your brand? And people are like, what? I don't have a villain. What do you mean? Who is the bad guy in your movie that you want a troop, an army of other people to fight against? Is it, insecurity? Is it non-visibility like I fight? Is it lack of money? Is it whatever? So don't be afraid to do this. There is a villain. If you don't have a villain, you don't have a brand. It's not wishy-wishy, it's not all the pinky flowers, and that's why that's not branding. And I've noticed that people who are not willing to stand out against this villain are losing, and they are disappearing. Or they're going into this influencer space, which is not personal branding in the end.
So influencer is not a personal brand.
There are influencers with huge personal brands, but you don't have to be an influencer to be a personal brand.
But how can you pivot from influencer to personal brand?
Sure. We have, Chiara Ferragni from Italy is one of the biggest examples. I think including the Kim Kardashian is one. So there were bloggers who built armies of readers and communities, promoting other people's products till they realize I can make my own products, I can make my own courses, I can make my own line of, makeup and so on.
But at some point you take the decision that you go from influencer to someone who will sell something.
Yes, and it's not easy.
Yeah, will sell something for yourself because you sold something, but for others.
The moment you start to sell, the moment you attract hate.
Exactly.
It's so easy. When you are just like, hey guys, buy this water, it's nice, it's purified. Or hey guys, buy this lipstick, it's nice. People are like, yay. When you tell them, I have this lipstick, I'm doing it in Romania in a city, in a factory where 200 women work. And you want money from us. So expect a sense of, negative vibes to come. There are, as I said, you don't have to be an influencer to have a personal brand. Personal brand is all about business first. You have to have a business with a clear business model, and this is something that, not many people understand, especially at the beginning. What is the business model? There are still women who think that if you post online and you sell online, or you want to take customers from the online space, let's say you have a salon or even a yoga studio or anything that takes customers from online, you have an online business. And your site the website needs to be bulletproof, great, modern, very appealing to the ideal client. I am asked, I think not every day, but come on, every few days I am asked, can you please do an audit of my Instagram account or my website? And the first thing I notice is the loading time. So if it takes a lot to upload your website, you lost me. People think that if they sell whatever, from water to, essential oils to whatever, if they sell physical products, they don't have an online business. If you take customers from the online space, you have an online business, and you need to understand the specifics of an online business. I work with many coaches, like you said, and I'm blessed. I never thought, I want you to hear it from me, I never thought I would do this. That moment when I sat in my car, when I resigned after the second corporation, and I said, oh my God, where am I going? Am I ever going to be paid? Am I ever going to be able to pay one single bill? Crying in my car, I never saw this day coming. It's all practice. So just start and never stop. It's not always going to be rosy. It's not always going to be pink. I think today, I'm also busy and tired. But today, I learned a lot more from my failures, from that email that came and said, companies leaving the country, bye-bye. From that moment when I cried in the car thinking, I'm a failure, what will my father say? What will my ex-boss say? And so on. So I learned more from all my failed launches. Everybody has this. Let's normalize talking about it.
Exactly.
Everybody has this. From my failure, if I look now at the first reels that I did, I cannot watch them. It's another Manu, it's another person. I just cannot. If I look at the first version of, let's say, the trainings I delivered, or the courses, I cannot watch them. I'm like, oh my God, take them away. This is not me. It all gets better with practice. I am an action woman, which comes with the downsides that I cannot really relax easily. I always need to do stuff. But all I have is not because I read a lot. It's not because I pray a lot. I don't know. It's not because I meditate a lot. It's because I take those things. I take what I find out about myself, which is not always things that I like, and I put it in practice. And this is all I can say to my customers. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Oh, I have something to post. I must post something tomorrow, but it's not perfect. How many times have you heard that? How many times have we thought that? It doesn't matter. One of my best posts are the ones that I would have never thought I would do it. I have a podcast episode myself when my son, I think he turned 6. And he just came in the podcast. He was sitting next to me and he just played like kids play. Blah, 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 blah. It's 5 minutes talk. I don't know now because I didn't check lately, but it was the most downloaded episode. And I was like, come on, I come with theories and stuff, which is difficult, 90 minutes to talk on yourself alone. And then this kid comes for 5 minutes. We are humans. This is what I want to reach. When we say personal branding, a lot of women especially, they put a lot of pressure on themselves, like it has to be something robotic, something titanium, something from out of this world. I have to be unbreakable. I have to be flawless. Do you know the Schweitzer?
Yeah.
Why do you buy it? It has a lot of holes. Why do we buy it? This is it. So when we have this nice cheese that goes well on a Saturday night with nuts and wine, you don't think about it. Oh my God, how much money did I spend on these holes? You think about what is savory there. The same with personal branding. We are all humans. We are all wired and we are all desired to be seen and be validated. Those who say, oh, I don't need a personal brand, they are basically saying no to their own, human need to be seen and leave something behind. So a personal brand is not something untouchable. It's not something perfect, like my skin has to be very, 15 years old looking. It's me, the authentic me. To me, that means telling my own truth. embracing and embodying my own truth with a purpose. This purpose to me is that no other women or person, because I also work with men, but much less, no person that is jobless at one point and wants to start a business on their own goes through what I went, saying, I am nothing, I will never make it, and then loses money and loses time without taking care of their own reputation.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I was thinking while you were talking, because of course you talk about your story, all my story is coming, and everyone's, in fact, because no one builds success like overnight. You just start from one point and then you get to another point. And the bad thing I think in our industry is that people compare, like they compare the start. I compare, let's say, when I'm just starting my business, I'm comparing with someone who is now like
a master
after 5 years of mastering the business. And then, of course, this when you compare like this, then you feel low, you feel you are not significant. You look at your number of likes, you have so less likes than other person. And then it seems like you cannot do it. But in fact, you are in the same stage that person maybe was when she began the business. Yeah.
And
exactly.
there's one more aspect. I told you I'm doing this imposter course, and it's difficult, and I'm learning a lot. I have to kill my own imposter to be able to deliver a speech about imposter syndrome. So one more thing. We are fooling ourselves like big time when we think that customers who would prefer our mentor, who's been on the market for 30 years, they would ever come to us and expect the same results. This is a lie. The same way that because we fear identifying the ideal client profile, because what's there? There's the avoidance. Let me not work with the ideal client profile. Let's not niche down because I like to keep it chaotic because that way everybody will like me. So the same thing. The customers I have today didn't have the money to pay me when I first started. So it goes both ways. The persons that want to work with your mentor don't want to work with you now. As easy as that. They don't need to. They don't even see you on the market. And the other way, the persons who are ready for the beginner now, they have money to pay the beginner. They have issues to work with the beginner. It's called conscious about the problem. They're conscious about the problem is at a small level. So they would never choose your mentor. First of all, because they don't have the money to pay for that. So when you are comparing your first day to someone's 100th year of doing things, you are actually avoiding something. Look at what you are avoiding. Again, I'm turning to the mindset. What's going on out there? How could you ever think? So would you go now? Would you go to, I don't know, your mentor to teach you how to, whatever is easiest thing in yoga? Exactly. Would you do that now?
No, of course not. Yeah.
So,
yeah, and in the same time, as an entrepreneur, you have to realize that there are blue zones, that your mentors covers a zone, or 5 mentors cover a zone, and you cover another zone, and you have to find that blue zone.
The blue zone.
Because the blue zone can take you much farther. Like I remember when I started to do yoga retreats, that was my passion. At first I wanted not even to take money for it. And now, for example, because I've pivoted completely and I'm super focused, I stopped the yoga retreats, which are my passion and my soul is there. And then I had to stop it because I realized I cannot go with that further. But when I started, I remember that I took exactly that client. I said, what kind of client I want for my retreats? Clients who never did yoga before. And
beginners.
Beginners who never would do. So
not even beginners.
Like the kind of client like you know, who would never go to a yoga class every day or whatever. I had clients who I was doing yoga with, like first lesson online. I remember online they were moving through the house. They couldn't stay, because they were coming like from the business world like me, so I could understand them. They are those women who are so busy that they don't take time to do yoga, but they see a retreat and they say, oh, I go to this retreat 3 days. So it was such a good thing. It was a blue zone. Nobody was taking them, and I was talking to my colleagues from yoga world, like teachers, and say, how you have like 90% never did yoga before? I said, 90% who come never did yoga before. Probably will never do when they come back home. But for me, it was such a good thing. It was not like, why I'm doing it with these people. I really love to do with those people, So there is this blue zone. You just have to find it and just go for it. Not just this, okay, I look at another person and then I want to have exactly the same client that they have, because that's not the way. Now I want to change a bit the direction of our discussion to something about not killing yourself, building your personal brand. How you do it so that you don't wrap up your life in your personal, because personal brand is like persona, like you, and persona in a way. But same time, when you don't want to wrap up all your life in your personal brand, to document everything, like I wake up in the morning, I drink water, I have to make a photo. I remember myself like 6 years ago, I was like, I couldn't live anywhere, like even a 1 day of vacation, because I was
always documenting
what I eat, where I go, what I do, when I move. And this is, in a way, it becomes like, you like it at the beginning because you feel like an influencer, like I'm documenting everything. But at some point, when you are a businesswoman, and at some point you say, okay, I don't want to wrap up my life in this personal brand. How you do it so that you don't wrap up your life, but at the same time, you are a personal brand. You have to share something.
You have to share something. So let's go back to the beginning. Personal branding is strategic. It's not random. You need to understand what you sell. And you need to understand who you want to buy that product. And the first question to ask is, what do the people that are buying my product want to know about me in order to feel trustful to buy that product? How do they want me to behave? So if you're a nutritionist, do people expect that you have 200 kilos, that you eat junk food every day? If you are a coach, do people expect that you are late every day, that you're not mindful about your time, and so on? So these are the common questions, like, I have something to sell for X person. This X person, what does she or he expect me to say, to behave, and to be? And then all your posts or your stories should go through this
stories
filter.
Especially because
so there's this. Stories are doing better now than feed. So don't run away from stories. Stories are great. There's this glass of water. And I'm now thinking, I want to sell personal branding. Do I post it or not? Not. What does it have to do? But if I'm saying, guys, I am so busy. I've had such a busy day. Because I built a personal brand today, I've registered 3 podcasts. Here I am with Adina. This is great. And this is my first glass of water this day. What did I just do? I told you that because I built a personal brand, I can have these appearances, let's say. So it is all a matter of, is it relevant for the follower or not? And if you go on holiday and you have nothing to sell, don't post. If you have a bad day and you left your umbrella in Uber and you feel like fighting with Uber, don't post. I call this diluting your brand. It's very easy. Even I would like to say that I queued today at the pharmacy and they should have they should have done it faster. I didn't feel well. Why did it take so long? This is not why you build a brand. Brand is strategic. And if you understand what you sell, to whom, and what is relevant between you and these persons that are supposed to become your customers, I truly believe in our own judgment. I know we all have this judgment. Yeah. I believe in grown-ups that we know what we should post or not. I am asked, there was this time when very nice cup of coffees. I'm so jealous. I'm envy because I cannot do that. We two went to a coffee place and they would give us, a cafe latte with a very nice design and we would have, a book with us and the poached egg. Mm-hmm. And oh my God, how many questions I got. Is it okay to post my poached egg? I was like, what is going on with the poached egg? Because it was everywhere in Bucharest in the cafes. So there was the poached egg, the glass of water, the book, the nice bag, and the coffee. Like, that is not branding. Why should I post it? Is it relevant for who is watching me? If you are a time management coach and you say, this is my moment of connection with my best friend and I do it every Wednesday from 12. Hey, my dear customer, there is something in you that is going to help you be better organized. It makes sense. If you are a mom and you have a personal blog on parenting and you talk to other moms that are exhausted and you say, hey, even if you have a kid, this is then it makes sense.
So it's all about relevancy.
It's all about relevancy, and relevancy is strategy. So if you've never sat down at a table to think strategically. What do I want to do? Strategy is this. Where do I want to go? How am I going to get there?
With strategy, you also save time. Like
you save time,
you save life. Like you can live your life. You don't have to post
every
glass of water.
To me, I'm so often asked, what is strategy? And it's hard to describe something that is not, in the physical world. To me, strategy is the opposite of chaos, which is focus. And if I know that I'm not supposed to post the water, I just don't post the water. What happens? Because our brain loves focus, and we love focused people. Do you have friends that are chaotic?
Of course.
And relatives? I mean, we don't choose the family. I cannot get along with these people, especially after all the trainings on coaching. So I'm like, how can they survive? They make me more chaotic. We love, because we are so undisciplined. When we see someone who's truly disciplined, and my ultimate example, I mean, from Romania, we have David Popovic as a very young swimmer, but I love Novak Djokovic. I mean, that's a good brand. Mm-hmm. A good brand splits the water into two. It's either people hate you or love you. That's how you know it.
So you create emotions.
Sure. There is no such thing as everybody loves him or everybody hates them. Mm-hmm. So Novak Djokovic, to me, is the epitome of discipline in life. So I look at him, I listen to him, I like him. He is someone that has common values with me. Someone else, no, but this person, yes. So what do I expect from a performer? Manu, I expect this performer to tell me what they eat, how they perform, how many trainings they do. So this is relevancy. If people who want a personal brand, or let's say nicely, who want to reach 20K, they don't have a strategy, it's not sustainable. You can do it 1 month. Someone can help you. And strategy is not that difficult. Sit down with yourself and just think, where do I want to be? How am I going to get there? Exactly. Put it in timeline. When am I going to get there? And if you do this over and over, I don't know, 1 year, 2 years, and you just don't get the result, then hire someone. It's much worth it. We think that we are saving money
by doing it ourselves. It's like, or also that if I don't do it myself, it means something bad about me. Like I cannot do it or what.
Like that's one thing. And then there's this, I don't want to be a spender, especially if I take money from home or from the partner. Oh, I don't want. They want us to have success. The main reason is go and do something. So sometimes, I mean, most of the times, I notice this pattern, and it's also I'm not worthy. Mm-hmm. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve to have a strategist. I don't deserve to have 1 hour of strategy in my life with someone to understand where I am. Because most of the people, I mean, our point of power in personal branding is now. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. Now I can tell you what I want to do. I'm healthy, I have the capacity to do it. Most of the people take patterns, coping mechanisms, and behaviors and ways of thinking from the past. Trauma. Mm-hmm. I got fired. Yeah. I'm going to get fired again.
Or I paid someone and it didn't work. I heard it.
Exactly.
Like, no, I paid Idea course.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
So they bring problems from the past and they project it into the future. Yeah. And then you get the perfect chaos. They are the perfect customers for people who are not ethical and so many problems.
Yeah, so true. Now, because you talked about getting a mentor or getting trained on something, what you see as a difference, I want to go in the last part of our episode, in our last 10 minutes, I want to focus on the premium brands.
Yes.
Like if your ideal client, dream client, has some characteristics and you have to place yourself on the market and build a premium brand. Mm-hmm. What are the signs, like visible, invisible, of building a premium brand, or what you have to consider when you want to build a premium brand?
So I have the best news. Is there such a word as bestest? I use it. The bestest of the news. All of us, 10% of our customers, followers, communities, the army of people behind us, 10% are willing to invest premium in us if we request it. So 10% of all your customers would have bought high ticket or whatever.
Or mid-ticket, high ticket.
If there was such thing in the offer. That's one thing. So 10%, this is something that, it comes from marketing. It's every brand, if they have a premium offer, including for, I don't think it's correct to say low ticket cars, but it's like cheap cars. Like, even if they have this full option, some people, 10%, still want it. when you are looking into building a premium brand, a few things need to change. And the first thing that needs to change is the image. You're not going to like it, but it is what it is. I just came from abroad, and I went to this very expensive boulevard in Prague. And my son, who's 10, he starts to see the difference. And he was like, wow, but the Rolex store is different. So yes, I don't want to make...
It's an experience.
It's an experience. Premium is all about experience. I learned this, and it was the hard way. I couldn't believe it. Like, nobody dies if you don't have a Dior bag. But I need it. Prove me that you need it. How do you need it?
Yeah.
How do you need that? Nobody needs that. However,
Yeah.
we all want it.
Yeah.
What is there? It's the experience. It's the way you are making the customer feel. And in personal branding, it's not like they can take you home. So in personal branding, the more present you are as a personal brand, the more people know you, the more you are a standard in the industry, the more people want to work with you at premium prices, because it touches their emotion. It's like pride. Premium brands sell on pride. I am proud to be wearing that Dior that cost me a kidney. It doesn't matter. I am proud to drive this car. It's a feeling of belonging. And it's not easy. I mean, by the way, can we you cannot have a premium brand in the first year that you start with all the money in the world. It just doesn't work like that. I mean...
Yeah, I want to touch on this with you.
You cannot.
Because there are so many, let's say, entrepreneurs who come and build their business like through advertising. Let's say they go through advertising. They just come, they place high ticket. Okay, advertising sales team. There is a model, a business model that nothing bad about the business model.
Sure.
But I mean, you come and if you have like a sales team that sells, you are not.
They do the work.
You are not good in selling, but you have a sales team that does the work.
Yeah.
Then you have advertising. And you pay the money for advertising, like many thousands in the beginning and much more than that. And then, is that all you need to make a premium brand?
No. Look, what happens when you have the pandemic? What happened with this business model when the social interactions were cut off? What happens when there's a war at your border and people freak out? What happens when there's a crisis? That is when the crisis, and it doesn't have to be the big crash. These moments of instability, of market volatility, what happens with this approach? What do we see even in Romania now with the persons, because they're not personal brands. So I'm going to say...
They are not personal
brands.
They
are not personal brands. They are a great sales machine.
The attention, you don't need so much to build personal brand because the advertising is doing your work.
Yes, so why would you do it?
So we go to another question that I wanted to have for you. Do you believe in organic or advertising? Personal brand?
I believe in both.
In both.
But,
great.
But like Michelle Obama said, not at the same time. Here's my version. First, you build your brand. You prove your motivation. You write blogs or do podcasts or do vlogs or YouTube. You explain your values. You give your professional experience in words, in written, in lives, in webinars, whatever. So first you build this Hormozy style. First you build this, how should Taylor Swift calls it, the vault, the vault. First you build this vault of very good information for the ideal client profile, not for everybody. And then, only then, you amplify it through ads if you wish. Only then. If all you do is base your business, it's not business model, it's actually marketing model on ads, at one point, ads are not delivering as well as they did before.
And you have no personal brand, or you didn't build you didn't focus on.
And what happens when you run out of money? Because we all run out of money. One thing I learned about the business is that there will come a day when either you will want to expend so much, hire so many people, builds a bigger thing. You will run out of all this money that today seems, no, when you want to grow, you need to invest. And it's like the ground shaking. I don't have enough money. So there will come a day when you won't have the money you used to have for ads. That day is coming. It's because businesses are cyclical. It's not all, they come and go. And it's wavy. And these waves, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. What happens when you run out of money? And all your business is based on advertising. I would never suggest that to anyone. What I encourage my clients to do is create freebies that are excellent for the ideal client. Give them free and advertise them so they amplify. I am for ads, so I'm not against, God forbid. No, I am for paid advertising if what you are all the content sits on is organic. When the organic is great, you can play with ads as much as you want. I have a few people I follow, for example, from the States that are doing this. Amy Porterfield, she's the queen of online marketing. I think everybody knows her. She does this. I mean, I look at Amy, how many pieces of organic content she can produce, and then boom, she comes with this paid.
Sponsored, yeah.
Also, Jasmine Star, whom I love very much. Both of them, they are to me like examples, models. So I don't compare myself to them because I would never leave the house.
Yeah.
I model the psychology. I look at them and I say, what can I take from there? What can I do? And I watch them doing this. Every month they come out with something great. You just cannot say no. It's like that cake, or the piece of cake, like, oh, I don't want it, but they give it to me now. Then you go and buy the whole cake. They still do it. Why? Hormozi, the same. So why do they still need sponsored? Because they amplify and because they need to conquer newer and newer and newer audiences all the time.
So there is a timing for everything, in fact.
Sure,
yeah. So,
sure. But don't rush. Don't rush. There is this, our brain loves the easiest path, yeah? Easy wins. And it's like someone comes and says, oh, give me 8K, give me 10K, give me much more, 100K. And I can make you, Yeah, sure, it works. But then you will be frustrated because you don't have a brand. You don't get invited in podcasts if all you do is this. I am asked, what do you do to go to the stages? I'm like, I bribe people. What should I do? I kill people in my free time. I work, I post content. So I've been in, now it's the 9th year. And I've never changed the niche. Never changed the niche. As hard as it was. Of course, I have my moments when I'm like, God, I'm saying this for the 10,000th time. Really? Who needs to listen? But
I think Alex Hormozi was saying at some point that the difference between the one who go very big and the one who stay like mediocre is the fact that the one who go very big, when they get bored, when they get in that stage when they say, okay, I would just want to do something else or talk about something else once, they keep going, they keep going and they don't give up in that moment, not only in challenges, but also when everything is good, but it's the same thing, the routine.
Yeah, this ability to so I even noticed it on myself. When you start as an entrepreneur, you have this hunger that you can feel it in your stomach, in your abdomen. You feel it. It's physical. It's like, oh my God, I'm hungry. Or either to prove something or to really produce something, to have money, to enjoy life. And then, okay, you start to learn how to make money. It's easy. Adina, it's so easy. I mean, because I have this freakness of control and perfectionism that I'm trying to heal over time, I realized how much we kill ourselves changing the game that doesn't need to be changed. Business is easy. It's rinse and repeat. It's just like washing your hair. Especially if you are a one-man show. Oh my God, how many things can you change in a year? How many? Still, we want to change, especially us women. We want to change every 2 months. Someone comes to me, I want to change everything and so on. So business is really simple. When you start to get accustomed to it, something happens, you just want to change. I learned that the ability to not create more complexity, we can be very complex, can't we? Oh my God, we can really,
very sophisticated.
Very sophisticate things, like our ability to sophisticate things and to make things complicated is unfinished. I think the success from what I see, from what I read, is for the simple minds. For those who keep it like, I could launch that.
And I think even when we talked about premium brands, they have so much refinement, It's like, even when you go to a Dior shop or whatever, you don't go there and you see so many clothes that they're like,
crowded,
and then everybody comes to you, what do you want to buy, what do you want to buy, what do you want to buy? So everything is so clear,
exquisite. It's an clear, exactly, clean.
So clean, refined, not sophisticated in that way, complicated, but refined, like few pieces that you can choose, not like everything. You don't find everything.
Before we finish, I want to add something that I think is very, very important. And it is something that I personally had to fight against. And I see so many women fighting against. So if you are doing the thing you are doing for 10 years or more, you are really ready to serve premium clients. Even 5 years, but somewhere between 7 and 10 years. I noticed persons who came to me and said, I got bored, I got sick, we say it in Romania, I got sick of working with these customers, but I love them at the same time. Okay. I got sick of doing the same thing. That is the clear indicator that you are ready for a premium brand. People who have been probably in services like doing hair or makeup of stuff, they are learning about themselves after doing the same thing for 10 years, that they can be great mentors and trainers, and they can be coaches, and they can be teachers. Don't be afraid of this. This shows how much you've grown. So if anybody listening now is like, oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with me. I was blaming myself that I'm not treating the customers the way I used to. You have outgrown those customers. And if we are truly honest to ourselves, Manu version from 2017 when I started knew nothing compared to what I know now. And now I know nothing compared to what I will know when I will be 70. God help if I still do this. The more you practice, the more you gain information, the more basically you rise up in Maslow's pyramid, the more you understand what your mission is and your potential, the better you should be paid, one thing. And expect to, I now, as you said, I don't think I can work with beginners, with people who are now coming to me, asking me to teach them how to open the Instagram account, which I did 9 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to help them. I just cannot anymore.
And you can get it like in a room, like in a Zoom room even, you know. And when you are with your clients, and 8 out of 10 during that program, they ask you a question that is like, oh my God, I don't want to answer this question anymore. Then this is the clear sign that you have to step up.
You have to step.
If you have one, okay, 1 out of 10, okay.
Cut the guilt.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong here. This is okay.
Yeah.
You are meant to grow. Yeah, but aren't we human? Shouldn't we help the person who is a beginner? I have people in my team who can help them. I have products.
There are so many other people
things
who can help them.
This is called growing your conscious into the problem, into your scope, into your meaning of life. And this isn't easy. This is not a walk in the park. You read 3 books. You read Viktor Frankl, I don't know, the Man in Search of the Meaning of Life. And oh my God, I'm enlightened. This is a process, and I just took the first step. Yeah,
there are so many things that I would like to ask you, but maybe on a future
podcast. You know me.
Because I was just thinking that we didn't even put our feet into the pricing thing. Because once you position yourself as a premium brand, then lots of fears are coming up and many things are happening. But this we will leave for a future episode.
My pleasure. It really deserves. Yeah, it's so complex because it involves ego and strategy again and positioning there. So my pleasure.
We can do it next time. So Manuela, thank you for today. It was amazing, and I cannot wait for our next one.
Thank you very much. A pleasure to me, and I hope everybody who listens to it finds at least one thing that is useful.
I'm sure they will find like 20 things.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being with me till the end of the podcast. I invite you to share this episode with whoever around you who is building a company and wants to scale to infinity. And also, always, you can direct message me on Instagram with your breakthroughs. And of course, live limitless.